Hi, welcome to Innoverts Network YouTube channel. Today we are starting a new series on how to use interactive displays more effectively in your classroom. There are many interactive whiteboarding softwares available in the market, but the sellers who sell you the interactive displays or the boards, they don't provide you the complete training. So we're trying to address that problem in this series. We'll be making a detailed videos on how to use all these educational softwares in your classroom. So we'll start with the software called as Cloudnote. It's a collaboration software and it's very easy to use and very effective in content delivery. So let's get started with it. I have a desktop homepage here. So I have my software. I'll double click. So once you double click on that particular software, this is the page you'll get. It's a canvas, white canvas, and you will find some tools here. There are some 4 tools here, and there are some 2 icons on the right bottom corner, and there are 2 icons in the left bottom corner. So once I open this particular software, there is an option you can straight away start writing on this. So no need to go to the toolbar, select the pen and start writing. You can directly start working on this. Only if you want to change your color or thickness, you can click on the pen and it will open up all the other options. You can do it here. For example, if you want to change the thickness, you can scroll it. You can choose your color, and again you can resume your teachings. Now if my page is full, I have to use my eraser. Next to the pen option, there is an eraser option. Click on the eraser and just select what you want to erase. It will erase only that particular point, that particular part. Also, there is an option where you click on the eraser and it has one slider. It's called erase all. So if you select that, everything will be cleaned. So you will have a clean slate on the display. Now, what I will do, I will write it again. So one way is if your page is full, you have to erase with the eraser. The second way is you can use your 3 fingers and move the content sideways. So you will get more space to work with. Or I can also click on the select option. There is a select option here. And using this, I can only select a portion of my content. And now I can resize this using my 2 fingers, just like my smartphone. I can resize this and I can keep it somewhere up, down, or wherever I want to keep it. So let me say this is my page number 1. So if my page number 1 is full, I can use my 3 fingers again and I can move the content sideways. So I will get virtually page number 2. Assume that this is also full. So I will move this again to up. So there is no limitation. It's a virtually infinite canvas. So if your page is getting full, you can use your 3 fingers and you can keep on moving it. So in my page number 4, as a trainer, let's say I want to bring some presentation file or some image file. So in this Cloudnote software, you will have a site tab. So if you click on the site tabs, it will open up your browser. It will open up your desktop. In fact, it will open up your all PC folders. You can see there is a C folder, D folder, E. So now in my desktop, I have some folders and I have some files in those folders. So as a presenter, if I want to bring some presentation file, I can just drag it and drop. So this is very important. You have to drag it and drop it. You should not hold it there. You should not try to copy paste or something. So you just, if you drag, it will come off. If you just click, it will not come off. So make sure that you are going there and dragging it and dropping it on the whiteboard. Now this is my presentation file, and on any object, on any particular, in this particular whiteboard, you will have all these tools for that particular object. So this is a presentation, I'm saying it as an object. So in this presentation, if I want to change my slides, there are arrow marks here. See, if I click on the right arrow mark, it will go to the next slide. If I click on left, it will come back to the previous slide. And this is the resizing option. Resizing, I can also do it with my fingers. I can also use my fingers and resize it if I want. Or I can also use this right bottom corner to resize it. And if I want to write something about this, let's say I have some slides and I want to explain something about this slide. So I can use the other space to do my writings. Alright. So as a teacher, my presentation is in the left side and my writings are on the right side. And as usual, you can change the slides. At certain point, if you feel like you want to make it a full screen and explain things in detail, so there is an option here, third icon. Just click on this. Your presentation will become a full screen. Again, on this full screen mode, it is directly in the pen mode. If you want to do annotations, it is already in the pen mode. You don't have to go to the toolbar and select the pen. Again, only if you want to change your color or thickness, go to this icon here, select on the pen, choose your color, and you can choose your thickness. So now it will write with a different ink. In Cloudnote, most of the things work with gestures. So you should be aware of all those gestures. For example, if I want to change my slide, I have to use my two fingers and just swipe up. It will go to the next slide. Or if I do reverse, it will come back to the previous slide. And there are some other options here. For example, the first one is, there is some annotations here. If I want to clear the ink, I can just click on this. It will clear up that particular inking which I made before. Now, if I want to change slide, I can use these arrows also. It will go to the next page. If I click on the other one, it will go to the previous page. And the last one is this icon. Wherever you find this icon in Cloudnote, that is to exit that particular mode. So I am in full screen mode now, and if I click this, it will exit that particular mode. So now I'm in the normal mode where I have my presentation at one side and I have my writings on the other side. So I'll explain a few more things here. I told you about these slide changes, page changes like these arrows. Full screen I told you. And the fourth one is locking. So if I lock the screen, it will not oscillate. Before, when it was unlocked, you could see whenever I was resizing, it was oscillating. Again, it's very relative. This feature, you might need it or you might not need it. Depending on your requirement, you can either lock it or you can unlock this. And the fifth part is, the icon here is for copy. So it will give you one more replica of your presentation file. And the sixth one is delete. So if you click on that cross mark, it will delete that particular object. So, and the last one, I can tell you, this is to hide these tools. So this is how you work on your presentations. Now what I will do is I will try to bring some more files into this canvas. So this presentation work is done. So once I'm done with my presentation, I can resize it, I can hide this content, I can keep it in the sideways. So just for demonstration, what I'll do, I'll keep it right here and I will tell you what all you can do with this Cloudnote. So there's already a presentation file there, and as a teacher, if you want to bring in, let's say, a PDF file, you can do that also. Again, drag and drop. So the operations are very, very similar. Whatever you did in your presentation, you can do all those things on your PDF also, like changing slides, going into full screen, annotating, copying. So all the things are available on your PDF also. What else we can bring? We can also bring an image file, resizing. All the operations will remain same on image also. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to bring multiple files into a single canvas. So normally I use Adobe Reader to open a PDF file. I use Microsoft Office to open a presentation file. So similarly, I need some player to open an image file. Here in this software, as a teacher, I can bring all these files into a single canvas. So I don't have to break my head to open multiple softwares to open multiple files. Now, in fact, in this software, you can also bring a 4K video. So you don't have to open a media player also. It is taken care in this software. So this is my video file, and if I click on play, of course it will start playing. Again, all the features what I told you before, all are available on the video also. I can go to full screen to explain. I can control the play of the video. And at any point of time, there is an option to pause the video on the left bottom corner. And whenever you pause, the system is already in the pen mode. You can straight away start annotating on the video itself. And if you want, there is also an option of taking a screenshot. So if there is something important going on the video and I want to take a snap of it, there is an option to do that. I'll exit this. So this is a video which I showed you. And if I minimize this, I can see there is a screenshot sitting here. So this, I took this from my video. So in general, whatever you need in your training room or classroom, everything can be explained using this particular canvas. Now, I will show you one more interesting thing here. Let's say I want to explain something from my cloud or something from my Wikipedia page or YouTube page. So on the right bottom corner, there is a desktop option. You just click on this. So you are out of the Cloudnote software, but software is not closed yet. It is still active. So this is my browser here, and I have some content available already on my browser. And using my Cloudnote software tools, I can do annotations and some explanations on the browser itself or on any particular content. It can be a YouTube video or third-party browser or any third-party applications in general. So this Cloudnote is a floating toolbar. You can keep it anywhere. And if you click on the center, it will open up some tools. For example, there are some pen tools here. There is one black pen and there is one red pen. So once you select your pen tool, you can straight away start annotating on the browser itself. Now, if you feel that there is some good image and you want to take it to the whiteboard to do more explanation, you can click on the scissor. So once you click on the scissor, forget about this selection. Just go to your content of interest and start selection from there. Just drag your pen and then lift your pen once you are done with your selection. And after that, it will give you three options: either to save, and there is one option called as OK, and there is one more option called as exit. So if you click on save, it will be saved as a JPEG file, an image file. And if you click on OK, this will be thrown to the whiteboard. So in whiteboard, you will have a lot of space to work with. Exit is, of course, it will exit the selection. So now I'll click on OK. So the same image is been transferred to the Cloudnote whiteboard. So what is the benefit here? In this whiteboard, I have a lot of space to work. See, I have got enough space now. I can enlarge this and I can start doing my workings or whiteboarding on this canvas. So this is how you bring content from your cloud. All right. So now coming back to the toolbar down here, I explained you about pen. I told you about the eraser. Timeline, I haven't told you about the timeline. So it's a simple software. So they have not kept many icons on the software. Uh, in fact, there is no page addition or deletion available. So if you want to go to your previous page, here in this software, it will create a timeline. It will calculate the amount of time you spend on a particular time frame or a particular canvas frame. For example, if I want to go back to my first page, I just have to click on timeline and then click on 1. It will go to the first page. So this is where I started my session on this particular software. Of course, if I click on 2, it will come back to second time frame, third time frame. So it will keep on moving it like this. And after the timeline, there is also a small gallery icon here. If you click on this, it will open up all your pages on the left side. So from here also, you can switch to any page you will like. So these are virtual pages which will take you to the different timelines. Or if my session is done, if my class is over, I can also bring the entire content in a single screen, and that will help me to revise my content quickly to my audience. This is how it works. Just use your 2 fingers and just shrink it, and you can bring all your content into a single screen. So this is how I can revise my content in less than 30 seconds or less than a minute. So I told you almost all the tools. On the right side, I explained about the desktop also. This is, if you click on this, it will get minimized, but it will not close, it will be active, and you can work on the third-party applications using this option. And before desktop, there is also a camera icon. If you are connected to a webcam or if you are connected to a document camera, you can also take a snap of it, and that snap will be thrown into the whiteboard. So right now I have not connected, so I will not be showing it, but you can easily try that option also. It's an interesting option given by Cloudnote. So now a couple of more options are there in the left bottom corner. I'll click on menu. The first important thing I can say from the menu is how to save this file. So if I click on save, you will get this small form, and this you just have to give your file name, of course. So just for simplicity, I will give a name called demo. I'll say demo 1, and after you give your name, just have to give your location. Where do you want to store this file? You can choose any of the drives you want. Just for simplicity, again, I will select desktop and I will say OK. So now there are 2 ways you can save this file. One is as a cloud file, the other one is as a PDF file. So if your session is done and you want to distribute notes, or you want to give the final version of your presentation thing, you can just click on the PDF and you can click on OK. So PDF is you will not be able to edit this file, and that will be your final version. And cloud file, let's say if you want to come back to your classroom in the next session and you want to resume your class. So if that is the case, you just have to click on cloud file. So this is editable and this is a live file. So first I will show you the PDF one, how it works. Let's say OK. Now it is already saved. I can minimize this by clicking on desktop. It is not closed, it is just minimized. Now in my desktop, I can find my file, demo 1, it's right here. So this is my workings, which I did in past few minutes. Everything is saved in the PDF format. So this, using my email or WhatsApp, I can directly send it to my students or participants. Benefit of saving it in a PDF format is anyone can open it in their own device. So they don't have to have the Cloudnote software to open the files. Anyone is having smartphone or a laptop, easily they can open the PDF files in their browsers. So it's always recommended to convert your whiteboardings into a PDF format and then distribute to your students or participants. Now again we'll try to save this using cloud file format. So I will say this as demo2 and same location, desktop. I will say cloud file this time. Click on OK. Okay, it's already done. I'll go here and close. So closing Cloudnote is only possible from menu. You have to go to the menu and click on close. Again, it will ask whether to save this or not. Since I have already saved it, I will say don't save. Yeah. So now there is an interesting point to remember for you. There is already demo2 available here, but this is in .tbd format. Most of the teachers find it very difficult to open this because traditionally we double click on this and we open, but cloud files are a little different. You can't open it by just double clicking on that particular icon. You have to go to the Cloudnote software, open this particular software first, and then here there's an option to import that particular file. So this is a fresh canvas. Now I want to get my old whiteboardings in this canvas. Now I can go to menu again and then click on open. So while saving, you should remember where your file is getting saved, because while opening I have to go to that location and open it. So now I remember that I saved my file in desktop. So I'll go to desktop and I remember my file name as demo2. There is a demo2 here, and if I click on OK, it will retrieve all the data which I was working on. So it's a live file. All my content is available. So I can resume my class at any point of time by going to the menu, click on open and select your file which you saved before. Last couple of things, I think I told you how to close it. Save, I told you. New is if you want to get a new canvas, you can click on new. And settings, you have some setting options here. For example, depending on your ambient light or the camera settings, you can choose any of the backgrounds you want. For example, some people prefer black background. You can try this also. So this is available in settings. Go to settings and you can choose any background of your choice. The rest of the things are not that relevant. The other things are not very relevant for you, so I will close this. And the last one is collaborate. Collaborate, if you have 2 or 3 boards in your classroom, it can be in same location or multiple locations, and if you want to connect those 2 boards, this collaborate option will come into picture. There is a username and password. If you enter those 2 things, all the boards will get connected. I mean, whatever you're writing here, that will be shared to the other board, and vice versa, whatever they are writing, and that will also be reflected here. So I explained almost all the things which you might need in your classroom while using Cloudnote software. If you have any questions or doubts, let us know in the comment section below. Thank you.